Good evening, everyone. Shall we start the session?
Good evening, ma'am.
I hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to discuss here the topic that directly impact not only industries but also human lives. You know that the cost of accident and the investment in safety. Let me start with a simple questions. How many of you believe accident just happened by chance? My voice is audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, question for you only. Yes, how many of you believe the accident just happened by chance?
Yes, ma'am, it can happen by chance.
But reality, most of the accident are preventable, right? We discussed
Yeah,
many sessions regarding this because
yes,
they occur, the due to small mistakes, even negligence. Yes, sometimes lack of awareness. Sometimes that negligence also it's one of the reason. But as a engineering students, you are future professionals, right? So who will work in industries where safety is critical, where it's manufacturing, constructions, or technology driven environments. So this sessions will help you understand what accident really cost beyond just money, why investing in safety is essential, and how you as a future engineers can you a key role in preventing accident. So let's make these sessions interactive. Feel free to think a response whatever may be. Yes, if you want you relate this topic to real life situations. So let's begin our journey towards understanding how safety is not just a requirement but a responsibility also. First we can see that introductions. What is accident? you know Next one small questions. What exactly is on accident from your side?
oxygen.
So yes.
Accident is an unplanned event that lead
uh,
to serious injuries, property damage, or personal
yes,
injuries. Mhm.
it's true. Accident is an unplanned and unexpected events that result in injury, damage, or loss. So the in engineering environment, you know very well about that. The accident can happen due to equipment failures, sometimes human errors, right? Sometimes it's occurred unsafe working conditions also. So it is important to understand that most accidents are not truly random. They are often preventable if proper safety measures are followed. Why safety matters in engineering students? Yes, as future engineers you will work in environment where the risk are part of daily operations, where it is construction sites or a manufacturing plant or laboratories, whatever may be. The safety is critical because it's protect the human lives, which is most valuable assets. It prevent financial losses due to damage, downtime, even it's a legal penalties. It's ensure smooth and efficient operations. It build a strong professional reputations for organizations. Remember, a good engineer is not just technically skilled, but also it's a safety conscious. If you link with real world relevance, uh, we often hear about industrial accident, factory fires, bridge collapses, the chemical leakage, like that. But these accidents not only cause the loss of life, but also impact the families, businesses, even that economy also. So, for example, a small mistake like ignoring a safety checklist can lead huge consequences. On other hand, the companies that invest in safety training, equipment, and systems save money in the long run and create a better working environment. So safety is not expense, it is on investment. I hope that everyone agree, right?
Yes.
So in this sessions, we will explore how the accident create a hidden and visible cost, and why investing in safety is not just ethical but also economically smart. Types of accident. The workplace accident. First, let's look at workplace accident. There are the most common types and can happen in offices, factories, even laboratories. Example include slips. Yes, trips, falls, cuts, or injuries due to improper handling of tools and equipment. Even something as simple as a wet floor, or that poor ergonomics can lead to serious injuries also. So this shows that safety is important in every work environment, not just heavy industries, even small sites also. Second, industrial hazards, uh, which are more severe and often occurs in manufacturing. Explore to chemical, toxic gases, high temperatures, even noise and heavy machineries also. Example, a chemical leaks or the gas exposure can affect not just workers but entire communities. So that's why the industries follow strict safety standards and protocols. Then construction site risk. Construction sites are among the most high risk environment. The common risk include falling objects, some structural collapses, injuries from heavy equipments. Yes, sometimes the falls from heights. So a lack of protective gear like helmets or uh, harness can turn a minor mistakes into the it's a major accident. So the safety compliance on construction side is absolutely critical. Then if you go for electrical and mechanical failures also sometimes lead the accident. The electrical accident include shock, short circuits and fires caused by faculty wiring or improper handling. The mechanical also failure involved machine breakdowns, moving parts causing injuries or equipment malfunctioning. So many of this accident happen due to poor maintenance or ignoring safety guidelines. So the regular inspections and the preventive maintenance can significantly reduce these risks. So understanding the different type of accidents, it's help us identifying the risk the yearly undertake preventive actions before something goes wrong. Then if you go for next slide, it's a direct cost of accident. Direct cost and indirect cost is there. First, we can see the direct cost of accident. First one is medical expenses. When an accident occurs, the first and immediate cost is medical treatment. So this include first aids, hospitalizations, surgeries, even rehabilitations, like that. So in serious cases, long-term treatment or disabilities care may be required, so which significantly increase the cost. So these expenses are often unavoidable and occur immediately after the accident, right? So the second, compensation and insurance. Organization are legally and ethically responsible for compensating injuries employees. This may include salary compensation during a recovery, the disability benefits, insurance claims. So the higher accident rate also lead to increased insurance premiums for companies. So the accident directly impact financial stability. Third one is equipment damage. Accident often the result in damage to machinery, tools, or infrastructures. For example, a machine's breakdown due to improper handling can, it's a halt protections and required costly repairs or replacement. So in industries where machinery is expensive, so even a single accident can cause huge financial losses also. Then finally, we can see that legal cost. If an accident leads to serious injury, the death or environmental damage, the companies may face the legal actions. The court cases, even legal fees. Sometimes we want to pay the fine and penalties. So in some cases, the organizations may also suffer from regulatory shutdowns, so adding to this losses also. So these direct costs are visible and measurable, but they are not just the tip of the iceberg, right? So there are many hidden costs that we will explore next. Indirect cost of accident. First one is loss of productivity. When an accident occurs, the work immediately disrupted. So the injured employees are unable to perform their duties, and other may need to stop work temporarily, right? In addition, new or replacement workers may take time to reach the same efficiency level. So this lead to reduced output and delay in the project completions. Second one is downtime. After an accident, the operations may be halted for investigations, even repairs or safety check. For example, if a machine fail or site is declared unsafe, so the productions may stop completely. Even a few hours or the days of downtime can result in significant financial losses, especially in large scale industries. Then reputation damage, it is also indirect cost of accident. It's a major indirect cost. We can see that this one is because it's directly damage the organizational reputations. So the frequent accident, it's create a negative image in the market. The client investors and stakeholders may lose trust in the company ability operate safely. So this can lead to loss of business opportunities and difficulty to attracting, it's a new project of partnership. Then if you move on employee moral impact. So, the accident create fear and stress among workers. So the employee may feel unsafe, so which reduce their confidence and job satisfaction. So the low morale can lead to decreased motivations, higher absenteeism, and even increase the employee turnover. So a safe workplace, on the other hand, boosts confidence and productivity. So the indirect cost are often, it's a hidden, but can be far more damaging than indirect cost, affecting the long-term success of the organizations. So now the question for you, what you feel like that? Did you
Yeah.
agree for this statement? Indirect costs are often hidden, yes, but can be far more damaging than direct cost. Did you agree that statement?
Yes, madam, agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Then one case example, just understanding this with a simple real world scenario. That's why I'm taking this case here. Just to imagine a manufacturing plant where a machine operator ignores safety guidelines and operates equipment without proper protective gear. Okay, so due to lack of maintenance and safety checks, the machine's malfunctions, causing a serious injury to the operators. So here the production is immediately stopped, right? So, and the entire unit is temporarily shut down for investigations. So, this is a typical example of how a small lapse in safety can lead to a major accident. Here, the cost comparison also, the accident versus prevention. The comparative cost involved here, if accident occur, medical expenses we want to bear it, right? So then compensation and even injury claims, insurance claims, right? Then the machine repaired or machine replacement cost. Then the production downtime losses. Then if you sometimes we want to pay the legal and legal penalties and fines also, right? If proper safety measures were taken, yes, the regular maintenance cost we want to spend, then safety training programs, that time we want to be spend some cost, then personal preventive equipment we buy now, we need to spend some cost. So safety audit and inspection, that time also we want to spend some little money. So when we compare both, the cost of prevention is significantly lower than the cost of accident. Are you agree or not? 100% we want to be agree, right? In simple terms, spending a little on safety saves a lot in the future. Not only cost, it's a human lives also, right? So the prevention cost we want to be spent properly, no need bother about their accident cost also even that human lives as well as that some of the things to behind, right? Then what is the learning outcome of this case examples? So most accidents are preventable. Yes, the safety is on investment, not on expenses. The small negligence can lead to major losses. So, a proactive safety culture benefits both employees and organizations. As a future engineers, your role is not just a design and build, but also to ensure safety at every stage, every step. So always remember, prevention is cheaper, safer, and smarter than cure. Then investment in safety. The safety training programs, that training is the foundation of workplace safety. So everyone knows that. So the employees must be aware of risk, proper procedures, and emergency response. So the regular training sessions help workers understand how to use equipment safely, handle hazardous materials, and response during emergencies. So a well-trained workforce significantly reduce the chances of accident. Then PPE, that is personal protective equipment. This include helmets, gloves, that mask, ear protections, and the safety shoes. So the PPE acts as the last line of defense against hazards. For example, a helmet can prevent head injuries, and gloves can protect against the cuts or chemicals. So the providing and ensuring the use of PPE is a basic, but it's a very effective safety investment. Then safety audit. Safety audit or a systematic inspections of the uh, uh, workplace. So they help identify the potential hazards, unsafe practices, and the area that needs improvement. So the regular audit ensure that the safety standards are being followed, and it's a help organization stay uh, compliant with the regulations. So they also promote a culture of continuous improvement in safety. Then if you go for technology and automation, the modern industries are increasingly using automations to reduce human involvement in dangerous tasks. For example, sensor to detect the gas leaks. It's automated machines to handle the hazards material. So AI-based monitoring, IoT, right? Some robotic systems for real-time risk detections. So the investing in technology not only improve the efficiency, but also enhance the safety by minimizing human exposure to risk. So investing in safety today, it's a prevent accident tomorrow. So saving lives, not only lives, even time and money also. The benefits of safety investment: reduce the accident. First and most important benefit is reduction in accident rate. So when organization invest in safety measures like training, uh, PPE, and audit, the number of workplace in accident decreases significantly. The fewer accident means the fewer injuries. So, and a safer working environment for everyone. Then increased productivity. A safe workplace is also a protective workplace. When employees feel secure, they can focus better on their task without fear or without stress. So there are fewer disruptions, smoother operations, and improve efficiency across the organizations. Next, cost savings. The safety investments leads to long-term cost savings. By preventing accident, the organizations avoid expenses related to medical treatment, compensations, bearing their insurance, then equipment damage, even downtime. Likewise, so in simple terms, spending on safety reduces overall operational cost. Then better compliance with laws and regulations. The organization that follow the safety standards, it's avoid legal issues, even penalties and fines. The compliance also enhance the company creditability and build trust with stakeholders, client, and employees. So the safety investment is not just a responsibility, it is a smart strategy for sustainable growth and success. Then cost versus investment analysis. Everyone listen the class.
Yes, madam.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
I
okay.
feel
Yes, ma'am.
most of the students are sleeping. Not like that. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Finally, I'm having a CQ test also. I hope that everyone smartly to answer, right? So first to listen the classes, then only it's possible to act as smart. Okay, fine. The cost versus investment analysis. First one is prevention is cheaper than cure. This proverbs is that it's a simple but powerful idea. The prevention is cheaper than cure. The spending a small amount on safety measures like training, PPE, and maintenance can prevent accident that would otherwise the cost much more. For example, investing in a regular machine maintenance is far less expensive than repairing damaged equipment or dealing with an injury. So the safety should always be seen as a proactive investment, not a reactive expense. Second one is long-term ROI of safety. Now let's look at safety from a financial perspective. The return on investment, the ROI is nothing, it's a return on investment. When organization invest in safety, they benefit in the long run through reduced accident related cost, the lower insurance premiums, that increased efficiency and productivity. So over time, these benefits, it's outweighs the initial investment. So the safety deliver strong and measurable returns. Third one is sustainable operations. Finally, the safety play a key role in sustainable operations. The organization that prioritize the safety ensure continuous and stable operations without unexpected disruptions. They also build trust with employees, customers, and stakeholders. A safe organization is not only profitable, but also responsible and sustainable in the long run. So investing in safety today, it's ensure profitability, productivity and sustainability tomorrow. Okay, so now I'm having one questions. Okay, suppose in that cost versus investment analysis, what is the role of engineers? Please. I'm not asking any GK questions. Yes, your career related questions. I know that in that batch, many students are working in real time, right? Full time also. So many students associated in that core job, engineering field. So I hope that I'm expecting the exact answer from your side. What is your role?
Focus
Yes,
on job
Can
and
you
safety
repeat the
first.
question? Can you repeat the question, please?
Fine. Then
yes. Can I continue?
yeah.
Okay. First, as a safety engineer, our job is to advise the management on the advantages, why we have to implement to prevent accident from occurring, or we have to react after accident occur, because uh, implementing control measures before starting the job or to prevent accident during the job, it's also part of project requirement. Because accident, they damage the reputation of the company in the project. Accident
Yes.
lead to violations.
Fine.
Company,
So my
company
yes, fine. A lot of yes cons is there. I understood. My question
yeah,
is, what is your exact role? Engineer's role.
yeah, is to implement all the control measures in place to prevent the accident from occurring in the first place. We have to assess the risks in every activity, and then we
Very good.
implement
That yes, very good. The assessment is most important, right? The monitoring review. Yes, that is your role. Good. Next, anyone?
Ensure the safety environments in workplace.
Okay, ensure the safety environment. Okay, fine. What way?
Other control measures.
Yes. Okay, control measures. Good. Any other any other students?
Equipment preventive maintenance is important.
Yes. Okay. You want
Proper
to be
maintenance of safety
monitor and
equipment.
review their PPE, right?
Yeah.
Proper maintenance of safety equipments and ensure.
Yes. Okay. If you feel like that, some complaints are there. Okay. So what you will do?
Follow the procedure.
What procedures?
Preventive maintenance.
Fine. So the quality check, right?
Yes, correct.
Fine. Then any other answer? Okay. See that. Yes, it is that it's actually many of the questions you answer it just for but in that micro it real field, that the answer you just given, but here I'm just to giving their some wider area, right? So designing safe system, that is the first role. I mean, the foremost role of engineers is designing the safety systems, so that This involves selecting the appropriate materials, it's integrating safety features and designing systems that operate without causing harm. So a well designed system reduces the risk even before implementations. So this approach is known as the safety by design. Yes, that is one role of engineers. Second, risk assessment. The risk assessment is the another key responsibility. The engineers must identify the potential hazards, evaluate their impact, and implement the preventive measures. So the using tools like hazard analysis, safety testing, and failure protections, it's helping minimizing the risk. So yearly identifications ensure accident are prevented, not managed later. Then it's a compliance with the standard. The engineers must ensure the compliance with safety standards and regulations. These are established by national and international bodies to maintain the consistent safety practices also. It's adhering to these standards ensure the quality, avoids legal issues, and protect the uh, uh, protect the some some employ not only employees, even that organization also. Then ethical responsibility. The engineering not just the technical, it is deeply ethical, right? So every decisions on engineers make can impact human lives and the environment. So the compromising safety for cost or deadlines can lead to serious consequences. So the responsible engineers uh, always, it's prioritize the safety, integrity, and public welfare. So the great engineers is not just the problem solver, but also a protector of lives through safe and responsible design. So now you understand that exact role, right? But everyone knows that. But if you ask the questions now, so another thing is everyone having their getting only one opportunity. So some of them should be missed out. Apart from that, nothing. Okay. Next slide is visual safety practices. That awareness sessions in virtual environment, the awareness sessions play a key role in promoting safety. These includes webinar, online workshop, and interactive discussions that educate employees or students about potential risk and safety practices. They help build a strong safety culture, and without, it's a physical presence. Second one is digital simulations. It is the most one of the effective virtual safety tools nowadays. They allow user to experience real life accident scenario in a controlled digital environment. For example, virtual labs or 3D simulations can demonstrate how the accident happened and how to respond safely without any real risk. So this makes learning more practical and it's impactable. Then online safety training. Online safety training programs ensure continuous learning. These can include video modules, quizzes, certifications, and case studies. So these are the flexible, accessible anytime, and can reach a large number of participants also. So the regular online training keeps safety knowledge updated. Then, remote monitoring tools. Finally, the remote monitoring tools use the technology to enhance safety from a distance. Example, sensor and IoT devices, CCTV monitoring systems. Sometimes, the real-time data dashboards. So these tools help the track operations, detect risk yearly, and ensure compliance even when supervision is not physically present. So the virtual safety practices, it's a combined technology and awareness to create safety environment anytime, anywhere. So if you go for conclude of the sessions, safety is on investment, not a cost. So as we conclude, the most important takeaway is this: safety is not a cost, it is on investment. If you ask the management students, the advertisement is on investment, it's not a expenses. They are telling like that. So same way, the engineer saying that the safety is on investment, not a cost. So every professional having some values, right? So the engineer's value is, we can see like that: safety is on investment, not a cost. So while safety measures may record initial spending, they prevent much longer losses in the future, both financial and humans. So the organization that invest in safety always perform better in the long run. Second, engineers play a key role. The engineers are at the heart of the safety. So from designing system to, previously told na, the role, assessing the risk, ensure the compliance, even that responsible for the ethical system also, right? For creating their safety environment. So your decision as engineers will directly impact the human lives, the industries and even societies also. Then prevention ensure the success. So the key success is prevention here. So avoiding accident is always better than dealing with other consequences. So a proactive approach to safety leads to smoother operations, higher productivity and sustainable growth. Again, you remember them, a safe engineer built not just a system, but a better and more secure future. So everyone should remember for this statement. Now we go for MCQ. It's small assessment just for understanding your level. That's it. Can we go there?
Yes, ma'am.
Why
Yes,
the
ma'am.
volume
Yes,
is very
okay.
less? Oh, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is an accident?
The
Answer B.
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 Letter B.
Yes,
Unexpected
an
event causing harm or
unexpected event causing harm or damage. Good. Okay, fine. Second one is, which of the following is a direct cost of accident?
Medical expense.
medical expense.
Yes,
C.
because remaining threes are indirect accident, right? Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
By
What about third? Sorry, typing mistake. I hope that. Okay. Which of the following is the, again repeated question. Sorry for that. Okay. What about next one? Why is safety important in engineering?
Answer B, to reduce
To reduce-
cost and protect lives.
To delay projects.
So B, to reduce cost and protect lives.
Yes.
Option B.
The answer is B only, to reduce cost and protect lives. Why some confusion is happening? Delay project. compare the lives, delay project is not important, right? The question is important, safety important in engineering. Yes, you are engineers first, you want to look into that lives, okay? Then only if you go for other things, okay, fine. Fifth one is
Personal
PPE stands
protective
for.
equipment.
So C.
Answer
Okay,
C.
I know that. Yes, yes, because many sessions we have discussed that PPE, right? Previously also. Okay, just here I'm just to be asking one more, replacing their questions 3. Okay, because my typical mistakes, right? It was happened. So I'm just to be ask one indirect cost accident related questions to you. Okay, I'm giving 4 options. Okay, one is equipment repair, second one is legal fees, third one is downtime, fourth one is insurance premium. Here the question is, which is on indirect cost of accident?
Downtime.
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 Downtime, yes, good. Okay. Which of the following helps prevent accident?
B.
B.
Fine,
Regular safety
good. Regular
This is B.
safety training, yes. Next is 7th. What is the major benefits of investing in safety?
Cost saving.
Cost savings.
Number
Good.
4. D.
Cost
Yes. Fine. Then risk assessment involved.
Letter B. B.
This is
By
B.
Identify.
identifying and analyzing political
B. Identifying
Identifying and
and
Answer B.
analyzing potential risks.
Fine. Then which environment is considered high risk of accident?
Construction site.
construction
Answer C.
site.
construction site.
Yes, good. What is the key message of the safety investment?
Answer
Prevention
B.
is
Prevention is cheaper than
prevention
cure.
is cheaper than cure.
Okay. Actually, I hope that this questions, yes, everything is direct questions. Maybe the 10th standard students also should be answered. But how the engineers, how not engineers, right? It's okay, fine. Anyway, it's my satisfaction purpose only. I'm just to be asked this MCQ because I feel like that everyone to listen my class or not. That's why. Okay. Apart from that, nothing. Okay. Now we go for some discussion part. Tell me about your doubts or any discussions regarding this. Any discussions, any doubts for your end? Why everybody suddenly silent?
No doubt, ma'am. Everything's so cleared actually.
Nothing there, ma'am.
Okay. Any certificate courses are there to complete their safety environmental related courses?
NEBOSH.
Safety management related.
And Nebush.
Okay.
I use
Then-
45,000.
So 14,001 is related to environmental, right? Related to that leader course also.
Okay, fine. Actually, are you working in that safety management department or you should aware about that? How you know that?
Every engineering working on a project site, he know about HSC requirements.
Oh, it is a mandatory courses, huh?
Yes.
Okay, what is the qualifications for this? If you want to join that course now, what is the qualification needed? I mean, eligibility criteria, I'm asking. Because here many audience are there, right? Suppose your insights helpful for some students. That's why I'm asking that. If you join some these courses for somebody's, So what is the basic eligibility?
If you are negotiated, you just a minimum qualification of 10th or +2, and with the experience is not mandatory.
Okay.
In IOSH, some I think
But if
some
degree have, will get a safety officer. If engineering have, they get a safety engineer. If only 10th or +2 is only
What
safety
is the
technician,
duration
like
of
fire
this
watcher,
courses?
something like that.
What is the duration of this course?
it's
I
dependable,
think
man. It's
3 months,
13
45
hours,
days.
like that.
Basically, it's like a 3 month means they are saying 45 days. I think it's a 3 month course actually.
Okay. Fine. Which one is better? NIBOSH or IOSH?
IOSH primary
IOSH.
certification,
IOSH also
and after that, you will go for the Bosch.
Oh, okay. That is National Examination Board in Occupational Safety and Health, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Fine, fine. Thank you. Then any other discussions? For example, one student, right? The 12th standard student complete their 3 month of NIBOSH courses. So what is that salary of the society? I mean the market, what is the salary he get it?
If he's a fresher, means
Sorry, I
Saudi
didn't
is
get.
starting like 2,500 to 3,500 for the starting basic.
Okay.
Yeah,
If
even
you
in
have
UAE also same.
Or which
experience,
country?
if you have experience, then it will be increased gradually.
You'll
But
ask in
for the starting, like
the
it's
GCC
3,000.
country, you will get 2,500 to
But
3,500.
also depends on the all companies,
Dirham.
all company policies.
Okay. It is a full-time job or a part-time?
It's full-time
Full
on-site
time.
job,
Full
full-time.
time.
On-site job, how it's possible? 3,000 anyone should join?
3,000
Ma'am, these
Saudi riyal
3,000
we are talking about.
Dirham, not an Indian rupee.
Oh, okay. That's why I'm asking that. Which okay.
It's in
Yeah, Indian
riyal or
rupee, just it
dirham.
will come 50 to 55,000.
Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Normally they are preferring their male candidate, right?
No,
Depending
it's
the
not
project.
like that, ma'am. It's depend upon the institution actually.
All depend on company policy and company.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. Thank you so much. Actually, my intention is at least the interactive want to be, yes, I don't know. Okay, fine. The 4 or 5 students interacting always. What about remaining peoples? I don't know. I'm trying to my level best to involved there also in their interactions. But I couldn't. We'll see the upcoming classes. We'll see. Okay. Thank you for nice interactions with you. Yes, I am also getting some few messages from your end. Okay, I hope that the remaining audience also this your fruitful discussions for last 10 minutes is helpful to them also, at least to understand their courses, everything. Yes, thank you so much. Have a nice day. We'll see next week. Okay, bye bye.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. Bye, ma'am. Bye.
Yeah,
Thank you
bye.
so much.